so he wanted to start doing some filming, and one thing led to another. We're business partners now. We wrote the book. He lost weight. He looks fantastic. You can see him on the book. He's ridiculous. Like, housewives fantasize about him.
Oh, that's great. All right, we talked about something else too, about women who want to get fit after 40, which is a huge problem today, because a lot of women that I know, 40, 50 years old, who've never worked out, and they've got this roll, and they got this, and they've got the cellulite, and they say, my God, what do I do? You know, how do I get in shape? And some of them are divorced or losing their appeal. They want to attract somebody, and they feel like they have no self-esteem at all.
Yeah.
It's an issue.
It is an issue, and one of the things that I found with the clients that I've trained over the years, the women who were in that age range, it's almost like they feel invisible, I heard a woman say once.
I've heard that term.
And I thought, wow, I mean, and I was in my, my early 20s when I started in the fitness industry, both as a trainer and going on to become an athlete. And now I'm in my late 30s, and looking at those women from that era in my training, they were, sometimes 10 or 15 years older than me. And I remember a woman saying, this is, once you hit 40, kid, you're going to be invisible.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking, like, oh my God, terror. And now here I am closer to 40. I am also divorced now. And it is very hard going through a divorce, and you have your children and you have your priorities most of the time. Hopefully women have their priorities.
Those have to come first.
Yeah. But what I found for me is that my sanity came through the solitude that I had with the gym, just me and the gym. The gym became more like a companion to me during my divorce. I worked out, I competed, I still worked with my trainer. I had all my comrades from the fitness industry, and just that camaraderie of the girls who were my genuine friends in this world, that made me feel beautiful. That made me feel stronger. That made me feel like, when I was still in shape and getting better every year that I got divorced, I felt like I win. It was like,
well, it's kind of a winning situation for yourself, because you're focused on yourself. You're trying to be a better you, so you focus harder on your workouts. You focus more on your nutrition and diet, which is key.
Absolutely.
And you see the results in the mirror, and you know that you're starting to be your best.
Well, you feel it. You feel it, because when I would wake up in the morning, and I would, I'm a big practitioner of affirmations, daily affirmations. I feel like as an athlete, it's my responsibility to train my mind as well as my body.
Sure.
And so one of the things I've never skipped doing is reading a lot, reading things that help me become more of a champion, mentally stronger, more spiritually empowered, so that I have that vigor when my body wants to give, my spirit and my mind push me forward. And one of the things that I was finding was that the more I inundated myself with my field and got better looking, it wasn't just about how I looked. I felt like my soul felt stronger.
Yeah.
Everything felt stronger and bigger and just more powerful. Yeah. And it's really something that became sort of my food for life. It's a mind play. It really is.
Yeah, I went through a divorce too. It's been 15 months now, and I could have gone the other way like a lot of people and just sat and felt sorry for myself, and I didn't. I actually felt a relief from it, and I felt an openness and a freedom that I never had, and I focused on my training. I've been writing books, I've been doing Rick's Corner and doing all things positive, and the results are amazing. I mean, that's just how it works. There's no negativity at all. It's all positive stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's really what you put into here, what you put into here, and what you put into here produces what comes out.
Exactly.
And, for women going through divorces, it's real easy when you're past the mid-30 range and you go through a divorce, especially if you've been left for a younger woman. Yeah. That can really daunt your self-esteem. But what has been my saving grace, like I said, is really just training and just spending that time in the gym, having my solitude, and learning how to fall in love with myself. And that was how I did it.
Well, I replaced mine for a dog. He's very loyal. And I come over at night, we watch Ultimate Fighting together, so he's cool. So on that note...
No comment.
Well, hey, it works for me. He doesn't question me or give me any hard time. There's no drama in his life at all, other than when we eat. And it's good. So what would you advise the women in their 40s to do to get over this hump? Because it is a hump.
It definitely is. You know, on a daily, I would encourage women to get up, and the first thing you do when you wake up is you got to train your mind. You're obviously not going to have a gym right on the side of your bed. So you can't roll out of bed and get right on the treadmill or start doing squats to lift your butt and feel empowered that way. So you wake up, and what do? The first things you take into here and into here and into here have to be healthy. And I really am an avid believer that whatever you take in is what you'll produce. It may not happen overnight, but over time, that is what you produce. So you put good in, you will put good out. If you put garbage in, you're going to put garbage out. And if you feel like there's a lot of garbage going out, chances are there's been a lot of garbage going in. So it's about retraining everything. And for me, going through that stage in my life where I'm past the mid-30s, I'm no longer the doe-eyed, 20-something-year-old, and, men look at you differently, other women look at you differently, your family perceives you differently, they rely on you more, not just your children, but I'm talking about, like, your family, your parents start looking at you differently. Everything in the world changes as it relates to you, so it's really important that as you're changing in that era of your life as a woman, that you really change how you relate to yourself and to those things through what your habits are.
Well, getting into a gym and getting in shape will help them physically, mentally, and they'll interact with other people who are doing the same thing. They'll get to know themselves better, and they might even meet somebody in there. Who knows?
Yeah, well, I don't. The old phrase.
Anything's possible.
But yeah, definitely the 40s era of a woman's life, it truly can be the best years of your life. And I'm a firm believer that if, like I said, put the good in and you will put the good out. And, get in the gym. Yep. Even if you're not eating perfectly, it's baby steps. Even if you're just now starting and you've never done it before, get up and do 20 push-ups. Get up and do 5 push-ups if that's all you can do, but get up and do something that makes you say, hey, I started my day off strong. I'm a strong woman. I'm a strong man. Whatever the case is, whoever you are, it doesn't just have to be women. I mean, just this age in general is a very difficult encounter in life for a lot of people because we go from this, especially people that work out, we're like these hot 20-something-year-olds and early 30-something-year-olds, and all of a sudden when you hit the mid-30s, it's like a weird change. The world just starts treating you differently, and it's
How do you think I feel? I'm way beyond that.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm still struggling with injuries. And I get up every morning, one section at first, the feet come out, then the legs, and I go to sit up, and then the arms are stiff, and the shoulders bend, and I think, oh my God, I've got to just make it to the bathroom. Once I get there and I lean a little bit, make it in the kitchen and eat, and then I lean this and go get dressed a little bit, and then I finally feel a little bit, and I get to the gym, and then everything works. But even at my age, I don't give up. It's every day in the gym. Every day I eat the right thing, and it's what I put in. It comes out good, just like you said.
Yeah, it really does. If you were to ask my advice for the 40s-ish woman, divorced or single, never been married, or married and, losing yourself, my only advice, and I'm no guru, I just, I do my best, and what's worked for me is just getting up every day and putting the good in, and again, just getting to the gym and realizing that I can have a relationship with myself that's strengthening, and it doesn't have to be reliant on how somebody else felt or feels about me now, or even having somebody else there. I mean, for me,
makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to have you on for more episodes because I want to get into other subjects. We're limited on certain times when I put it up on the internet, of course. But I want to thank you for being here today. And
Thanks.
I'm going to have a whole list of things because I want to reach out to a lot of you women. I reach out to a lot of the guys. They always want to know the golden era of bodybuilding, what we did back then, how am I training now. And I appreciate that. But we don't want to leave the women out because women are very important. It's the other half of us. And they need to know how to take care of themselves, how to eat, how to train, how to be the best them they can be. And I think Nita brings that to the table. And I think it's an awesome thing having her here. And I want you to stay tuned for more Rick's Corners because she'll be back in various outfits.
But I'm always going to be pushing Die Hard. Yeah. Hi to all my people at Die Hard.
And thank you for watching.
Thanks.